Welcome to the LXC.
And the ranks rise up, League of Legends pride, amateurs unite in LXC lights. Crusader League we fight, champions by our side, Emerald dreams ignite our night. LXC we play, Emerald all the way, victory in sight, shining in the night.
You want to go mid and I'll go bot? Or?
Sure. Yeah, we can probably just crack mid tower.
Yeah.
We are not seriously hitting the Cassante, right?
I'm 1v1ing Marco, I don't give a fuck!
Mark easy.
Oh no! How are we kidnapping Mark?
Jesus fuck, bro.
Mark easy.
Oh no.
That is fucking disgusting.
Seconds, so I think they're just gonna try to push waves, maybe get a turret and then back off to get the to get Hextech Soul at that. Actually, but as soon as I say that, 3-9 knockout from the Alistar. Volibear comes in, doesn't gonna do much. The Mel is just melting them. Here comes the Nocturne Ultimate trying to do anything, but here comes Blacksteel, isn't gonna do much. Zanya's out actually from the Morgana, so it's not gonna do much. Here comes the flash in from the Mel, gets the kill here, and I think this is this game. I think, yeah, that's an ace. Level 2 as well. So actually here, there actually might be a dive here. Knock up from the Rakan here. Here comes the Cage. He's gonna get out. Ooh, York just walked back in. So, oh my God, it's actually first blood. It's gonna be a double kill already. It's gonna be a triple. It's gonna be a triple kill already for the York. What are they doing? It's already feed by a single person.
Oh, 5 on 5, pushing lanes, we've got the drive. Nexus falls, it's all a race. In the LXC we find our place. Feel the beat of destiny. In the LXC we're wild and free. League of dreams, a legacy. We fight till dawn in harmony. Every match, a brand new quest. Skills and teamwork put to test. Victory taste in our sight. In the LXC we win the fight. Rise up now for the final round. Together we will wear the crown. Pixel dreams, we won't back down. In the LXC we hold our ground. Feel the beat of destiny.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the LXC Season 2 Winter Split of Week 6 for the Crusaders League. Tonight, we have a pretty heated matchup of New Origins Phoenix and New Origins Interbots. We are having the Civil War for tonight's game, so it's going to be a pretty good game. Now, I am here joined with Aspic and Noxus. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm excited to see these two teams go at it.
Yeah, I definitely think. Oh,
Phoenix seems to be the team to beat this Crusader season. I'm happy to
Yeah.
see these players. I really am. I'm excited to see which one comes out on top. Obviously, I have a little bit of wanting of the lower teams to win because they got the Noxus guy on their team.
Yeah, having we of course have aspect of Noxus watching the might of Noxus. It's gonna be a great one to watch. But as you see, no way, sorry, not no way, sorry. New Origins Phoenix has not lost a game yet. They are 10-0 currently going into week 6. So it's going to be interesting to see, will this civil war end with them finally losing a game or maybe even losing the series? It's going to be really interesting to see how this might shape up. Of course, we have Storm on the side of Phoenix, hopefully bringing us some very interesting drafts. In the pregame lobby, trying to say, seeing maybe some cool things. Not they haven't spoiled anything for us, but we'll see. We'll see where it goes. But what's the matchup aspect that you're really hoping to see today?
So obviously these teams are very close. Like, obviously Phoenix has the edge being undefeated, but I want to highlight the edge that they do have because all of them are relatively close in stats and standings based on KDA, CS, etc., except for this mid jungle of Phoenix. Feldy and Storm are both ranked 5 spots higher than Zelda and Owls. I'm hoping that we don't just see it as a Storm Feldy matchup of just and Zelda and Alves can pull out this picks that they've been practicing. I'm excited to see if they decide to lock in the Rumble Jungle and see where we go from there.
Yeah, I will say I am hoping that we don't see the Morgana jungle again like last time. I think the last 2 weeks Phoenix have pulled out the Morgana jungle. Of course, last week had the Morgana and Zyra jungle both being wins. And I think if I scroll down a lot for 2 weeks ago, we did have that Morgana, uh, double Morgana game actually. So it's interesting to see how that might go. I think that Morgana really isn't the best jungler at this moment, right? Her her true damage to jungle monsters did get nerfed a while back, but I guess the ability for her Q, of course, in the ganks and her ultimate Zanya's is just very powerful in team fights, and I think that Storm is really pushing for that type of draft for Phoenix. But I think that it's gonna be interesting. I think this bot lane is gonna be pretty interesting to watch, right? See if Interbots is gonna let through Mustard's Jinx or Ezreal, right? Both of them having a very high win rate in solo queue and of course in their previous games, right? But Striker can bring out stuff like the misfortune and also can steal that Ezreal away if Ezreal isn't first pick. It's going to be interesting to see what these two teams prioritize, right? Will we see the Skarner? Will we see the Mel get through? Because I know that many people, many players in Crusaders just don't like Mel, and I just don't understand. So it's gonna be interesting to see will we have a Mel priority in this game. But we are gonna go into this draft here. We are gonna see a Rumble ban first for Phoenix, followed by an Ivern ban for Interbots.
Bands out of Phoenix just showing respect to obviously the flex potential of that Rumble. Obviously, Nox has played it last week in the top lane. They flexed a jungle and they invested top last week as well. We're gonna see the Kindred ban. Obviously, they're just banning out junglers for Phoenix, acknowledging the fact that this jungle is going to help this mid lane a lot. They do need to see these jungles being banned.
Yeah, that's 3 bans for the jungle here is pretty strong. And I actually do like that they did ban that Skarner ban, right? And like I said earlier, that Jinx pick, was it going to come through? And it does look like Mustard is going to get his Jinx. Um, a week ago, he did play, and it was 14-0-5 and an 8-4-10 for for Mustard on that Jinx. So it's really strong pick here. But it's going to be interesting to see what Interbots has for that counter. Will they go maybe try to outrange it with the Caitlyn or the Ezreal, right? Do they want to play safer? And as I say that, here comes the Ezreal pick.
I pretty like this Ezreal, honestly. I'm just hoping that I've seen some clips from Sentinel. I'm just hoping to see some cross map ultis with from the Jinx and the Ezreal. There's obviously that potential, and I really hope that I get to cast that one.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be really fun to see who hits more, right? Or will we see Jinx Rocket hitting more, or will we see Ezreal? I think Ezreal's is a little easier to hit because it can go through everything instead of Jinx only being able to hit the champions. But we'll see on that. But of course, we'll see a Xin Zhao pick here, right in the jungle. Pretty strong. We saw that last night in the Sentinels League where Xin Zhao was able to kind of jump in, really get the damage and the knockup because it was a bouncy castle last night. But we're gonna see the response. Will we see Phoenix just pick out their jungler, right? Because I don't think they want to be pushing their jungler to 4-5, right? We already have 3 jungle picks, and so that's 4 junglers away already
Oh, they're gonna
for
lock the
Phoenix.
Ahri.
Yeah, I think Ahri's pretty strong here, right? Good poke and
Oh,
oh,
I'm
why?
I'm hoping that's
Why?
getting hold as a flex for some,
No, it's
but I
not.
highly doubt it.
It's
I
not.
I think if you're on the side of Interbots, you just say, okay, fine, you can have the Ahri, you can have the Morgana. We're just gonna go ahead and draft something to completely screw that over. I think Hway's
Unfortunately,
a great pick.
I mean, Hui's a great pick, right? But unfortunately, my one gripe is, of course, this is a most likely a mid jungle a double AP, right? So it's not as strong. But the problem is, somehow Feldy is just able to pilot the Morgana where even if he doesn't get every single kill or like, is there for everything, he doesn't die. And in late game, he hasn't his Q is hit pretty often to get the kill, and it's infuriating to seeing this Morgana jungle actually work. And it's just, and they keep leaving it. What's worse is they keep leaving the Morgana jungle open as well.
I think they're just probably trying to aid on the side of, okay, if we take away these junglers that we don't want to play against, and we force you to go to Ms. Morgana. If you don't go Morgana, we're gonna ban it next phase, and then we're gonna go for another ban. We're gonna pick up the Rel though. I do, I do like Ezreal Rel, but I'm sure it's just to guarantee safety on the Ezreal, depending on who this support pick on the side of Phoenix is gonna be.
Hmm. Yeah, and it looks like I think Jinx Milio is not bad. I mean, Lulu is open, right? I think you really are having little less of the of AD on the side, right? Because you have that, so you kind of are forced to have an AD top laner. But the question is, do you want more or do you want more of an AD top laner, right? So maybe a bruiser, or do you want a tank? Because they have no front line, right? So will they pick up? Again, the Ornn
There's the
is
Ornn.
I I'm a little skeptical on the Ornn actually here, being that again it's another AP champion that I think it makes it really AP heavy here. So I mean
Okay.
Cho'Gath. So we might just see Rel and Cho'Gath just go straight first item Kaenic Ruin, right? And now 4 of the 5 champions are not even gonna matter. But actually, Kazante,
Asante.
Kazante not in pro play, not bad. It is sketchy. I think it can be bad with the Morgana Black Shield, but if Morgana can put the Black Shield on the right person, it can be really detrimental for Cassante. But if Cassante can do it after the Black Shield comes out, being able to isolate the Jinx, isolate the Emilio, isolate the Ahri, right? I think uh, inner bots can really just come in and clear.
Yeah, I do think they have it just enough to negate that. I'm hoping.
What do you think? So whose draft do you like better here? Aspect. Do you like this kind of more poke heavy, I would almost say, from Phoenix, right? Having the RE Qs, RE charms, Morgana Qs, and stuff like that. So it's not as heavy going in, or do you kind of like the inner bots where it's kind of dive, right? But you do have the Ezreal mostly for poke.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna want to side for the inner box, honestly. Like, if you're looking at Phoenix from like just their damage numbers and their damage split, it's really just Jinx doing this AD damage. Like, if Jinx does not get out of this lane with at least a 20 CS lead and a kill over, the Ezreal. It's just gonna be okay, cool. You guys can have your four magic damage users and your CC, but what's it really gonna matter if we have an Ezreal who's pumping out damage and can just dodge the Ornn ulti if it comes in and dodge these charms? Like their CC, none of their CC is guaranteed. Is the issue? They
Hmm.
have to hit the CC. I mean, I'm sure they're gonna hit things a lot better than my teams in Sentinel, but
I
I
wouldn't put it past them. I wouldn't put it past them.
I wouldn't put it past them. I mean, these teams are pretty high seeds. I mean, they're not 6-0 like OTL, but OTL Obsidian, but they are pretty good teams. I mean, obviously Phoenix could go for the 6-0, but I'm kind of hoping on their downfall to be the only undefeated team. Kind of hoping.
Yeah, well, I do like the Enerbotch team a little more. I kind of have to side with Phoenix because for some reason, somehow, Felity is able to carry this Morgana works, and the games I've casted, it has not lost yet, and it is infuriating how it keeps working and no one is picking up on it either. I don't think I've seen a Morgana ban from the opposite side against Phoenix because they keep saying, "Hey, we're just gonna pick this Morgana." Oh, we're just gonna pick the Morgana again. You're not gonna ban it? You forgot how good I did last game? We're gonna pick the Morgana again, and it keeps working over and over and over. But you have anything final to say here before we throw it off to a break?
No, I think the main highlight here is just gonna have to be this mid jungle synergy out of both sides. If this Xin Zhao and Hui can't work together, this Arya and Morgana are just gonna be able to win the game.
Mm-hmm. Well, with that, we're going to throw it to a break while everyone gets ready for the game, and we'll see you in a little bit. And we are back for game 1 of Phoenix versus Interbots, the civil war between these two same organizations, and where Phoenix is undefeated. They are 5-0. However, they did lose one game during the cross-regional play of Sector 1 versus and Sector 2. So they're not completely undefeated, but they are still 5-0 as of right now. So looks just simple 5-point, nothing too special right now, but of course we got the top laners.
Yeah, I don't know, man. These top players just they had to show who was there. It's the typical ego check of top lane.
It's got to go to the Ornn. I mean, come on, look at the Ornn dance. Can't go wrong with the Ornn dance.
Yeah,
Rain
but
Man.
but because of this things that are happening right now, we do see that Zinzao goes and gets that word on the blue buff. So they're gonna know where Feldy starts if he starts this blue buff.
Now, very interesting comments in all chat. A PDF, a JPEG, and a PNG. Got him. It's great. We all love questionable banter in these games, right? Because same organization, they're gonna have some fun. Rao jumps in, but nothing too much.
Yeah.
Some damage here. Storm was used actually, but most people just don't go cleanse. Oh, jump in here, and doesn't hit the Q though. Ooh.
Taking some decent trades on the bot side.
Ward spotted here. Yeah, as you can see, both junglers are just kind of pathing down. Gonna see who's gonna be able to get to that scuttle crab first, and if, I mean, they will spot out Feldy right now. They do have a ward on the Raptors, but I don't think anything's gonna come of it. Some little poke from Zelda there, but nothing too crazy.
Yeah, they can guarantee what Feldy's pathing was since from the blue buff to the Raptors. So this bot side of Ezreal and Rel, they can easily get out of this if they need to. There's not any guarantees CC out of this bot side, so we should be fine.
Yeah, but as you can see, Morgana's already cleared pretty much all of the camps, and that's the power of how fast Morgana can clear. Again, Xin Zhao is still on his Gromp, and Morgana's already backing, right? So I will say they're going to have to be a little careful here because Xin Zhao is still in the area and can gank for this first blood here. So it's going to be interesting to see. Double unstoppable. But knock up. Some damage here. Might have Noxus and Zervaloy just doing what top laners do. Hit, and back off. Hit, back off, like usual. Nothing too special. We will just see Xin Zhao back, so it's not going to be any... So no gank already. Some damage under Storm. Nothing too much. Actually, Feldy's in the area. Could potentially walk forward, but it looks like it's just going to go for the Scuttle Crab and just get the guaranteed gold. Try to get the respawn of the Gromp when it... to get some more gold right in the pocket. And maybe gank at level 5 or something like that. Ooh, Charm actually comes in from Storm, gets a lot of damage here. I don't think anything's going to come out of it unless, yeah, the level it comes through isn't able to get the Q off. Still on cooldown and just going to be walking away. Now, we do have Feldy in the area. It looks like it's just going to take the Raptors. Is not going to flash over the wall. I was actually skeptical. Actually, is looking for the flash over the wall, actually. I don't think it's going to happen, but... Nope. Maybe since I was in the area though, so this could actually be a 2v2 here. We're gonna see if camera does pan over to it. Yeah, here it is. Black Shield comes in. Alves jumps in, doing actually a lot of damage to Feldy. Storm has to walk up, but just gonna back out and nothing gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean that's the true difference between this Xin Zhao and this Morgana. She, off her first back after a clear, she got the Dark Seal and the Amp Tome, but this Xin Zhao got double longsword in a pot.
Yeah, definitely that early damage for the Xin Zhao is definitely going to help, right? You need to stack up that Dark Steel, so it's not going to come out instantly. I mean, Zervaloid is low on mana here, right? Noxus has all of it, so actually Zervaloid might die, has to flash out. Mana Noxus is going to try to get in, does get the Q to slow, but is he going to get more? Flash is still not used, looks like he's just going to dash out and it's going to be fine. And when we're doing that, Xin Zhao is going to be taking the dragon here for the first stack of feet over to Interbots.
Yeah, but we do see this gold lead coming from the side of Phoenix. Mostly off of this, just the CS. It's a very small 600 lead because of the CS difference between the mid lane.
Yeah, definitely helps. Feldy's in the area. Could actually go for Zelda. Zelda doesn't spot him until right now. Is he going to get the Q, though? Does not hit the Q. Fearing comes out. Just walks away. Does have ultimate now. Ultimate comes out from the Ari to hit. Actually does get charmed here, and that should be first blood. Flashes out. Is he going to get it, though? Here comes the ultimate from Zelda. Flashes in from Storm to try to get some more damage in. Q comes in onto the Xin Zhao to stun him, and Feldy walks away. So that's first blood over to Storm, but is a trade right afterwards for Zelda. So, I mean, not bad. I'd say that's pretty worth. Both flashes were used and flash used as well from the Xin Zhao, right? So you do not now you don't have a flash on the Xin Zhao isn't able to get in for with that ultimate onto maybe like the Jinx, right? If they do rotate up for drag or for the second drag or maybe even this
We are
the
seeing a lane
grubs.
swap. We are seeing a lane swap for these grubs.
Yeah, so I think this is gonna be over. Storm is in a really precarious situation here. Ooh, Alves does not get the Q off here. Looks like 2 tower shots actually going on to Alves. It's already half health. Looks like ultimate comes in for Zorvaloid. Doesn't actually get the hit either. Oh, it definitely hurts. Knock up from it. It was a little off there. It's going to keep hitting Zorvaloid. Zorvaloid does have Ignite ticked on him. He might actually go down here. Rel might actually steal the kill, but it looks like Zelda is just going to take it as well, or take it from him. And that's another kill and grubs over. Ooh, does miss the charm, so it's not going to be enough. And I mean, yeah, bot lane here just trying to take, doesn't even get grubs, so it definitely hurts here. Noxus is tanky. He's just going to take so much. That Ruby Crystal is definitely helping a lot. And the extra health is good health. So that is the second stack of feats going over to Interbots, and as well as the second feat for kills and second feat for epic monsters.
Yeah. All it takes is, although all it does take is this one bad catch out of Phoenix, and it just this gold lead excrements more, like, and the feats just go on the side of Phoenix.
Oh, actually, ult in comes from Storm here. He's going to get damage. Actually gets the charm off on Zelda. I think this is going to be kills. Zelda doesn't have actually flash here, and the Q comes out and he gets just the kill. Doesn't even have to use... Alright, the Feldy didn't have to actually come in and help, so now Feldy is stealing some XP there, so I'm going to be a little iffy about that, but that is a second stack of feet over to Phoenix.
It was a solo kill, but that just means that there's not another stack in this Dark Seal. We're only at 1 Dark Seal.
Yeah, we're going to see how quickly. We also see that Hui actually did buy the Heart Steel, but it looks like no stacks, the Dark Seal, but no stacks there just because did die, so loses all his stacks because he only had 1 at the time. So at least the mid lane gold is pretty similar, even with that. Getting CS lead and the 2 kills and put them pretty close together. There's not really any really big gold leads. I guess Ornn is about 300 gold ahead here. Bot lane is about, the ADC is about 100, but other than that, I mean, it's still pretty close. Now, Feldy is in the area. They do not spell Feldy, but I don't think that they're just too far back, and I don't think anything's going to come out of it. Now, look at here. Ari might actually get caught up. Does spot the... Actually, here comes this. Ult comes in from the Rel. And Ezreal here actually gets the stun onto Rudum. Isn't going to do much, though. Are they going to be able to chase, though? I don't think they will. It was heal used by Ramen, but looks like they're just going to have to walk out. Flash used by the Ezreal, but the thing is, Xin Zhao is here. Could actually jump in if they wanted to, but it looks like Feldy is just going to back here. So nothing going to come out of it. Just a flash burn from the Ezreal and a heal burn for the Milio.
Yeah, if I'm on the side of the Phoenix, I'm totally fine with this trade, honestly. Nothing really changes from Morgana being there and them taking that trade. It's literally just keeping this Ezreal from backing. He has 13k gold on him currently. He wants to back and get items, but
Yeah,
And
it's not gonna.
it's not gonna happen. Although they do get a chance to go for it now with the Jinx and the Emilio backing, but they might just say, you know what, Ezreal, you push all by yourself. I'm gonna take it back on the rail.
Yeah, we do have drag spawning here in 24 seconds, so I think that they do want it. It looks like Rel will be a little late to Dragon here, but we do see Feldy in the area, so this will most likely be a drag fight. Now, this does put Ezreal on the back foot, right? Is backing right now, so not even going to be here for the drag fight. Will have the item advantage, but is not going to feel. Actually, no, it doesn't look like Ezreal's going to actually get a full item, so isn't going to be too much. But again, Phoenix really does need to actually get this one. Ooh, misses so much there from Storm, but they do need to get this dragon, right, to deny that third feat over to the side of Interbots. But
I think this is fine from the side of Interbox. Like they can go over this drag because they're not in the threat of losing this feat.
yeah, it looks like they are just going to go for it. We do see Rel actually walking up, though, trying to get vision for these grubs that'll spawn in 7 seconds. Ooh, does not get the steal, though. But it's going to be a really quick... They're going to have to roam up here. Orin does have ultimate, though, so all they have to do is just take one. Ooh, ultimate on to Storm here. Actually, Charm as well. Actually, Zelda actually going to die here. Electrocute does proc, but Rel's in the area. Here comes the flash out from the Zelda to hit. The Orin ult does not actually get the hit. Rudum is hit by the Jinx ult, but not going to do much. Ooh, misses the Charm here. Flash over by Storm to get this hit. Is it going to kill Rel, though? I think Rel might live here. Doesn't actually get it. Nope, but it looks like that'll hit. And the feats of Warfare are actually going to be claimed there because of 3 kills for Phoenix. But are they going to actually lose the grubs here? All they need is a single grub to deny this. And it looks like they are going to get in and get it. I am surprised that Orin didn't die there. His Overlord was so low here. Ooh, missed full combo. Not feeling too well for Storm.
I think Orin could have died there, but if they did not hit that blast cone, Clay was also going to die there. He had no flash, and he was about, think, 300 health less. They don't hit that blast cone, all it takes is one Bella's breath, and that Clay is dead.
Yeah, now bot lane, that is already half health onto that turret. Actually, more than half health, because it is 3 plates already taken for all solo pretty much onto this Ezreal, right? So that gold is definitely going to feel pretty good. I mean, that's almost, that's about 200. That looks like it's dropped to about 130 gold lead for the Ezreal. Does actually have the Trinity Force now built, so it's going to be a little stronger than Jinx, but it looks like Jinx will just back here and probably buy, yes, that Yuntal is right there. Now, looks like they do spot out the Morgana, does have some pings come onto it. I guess they are just trying to position for this bot turret here, right? I think that'd be really beneficial, getting that feat, right? Because they are already so close to that feat for Epic Monsters, so they need this first turret to be able to even get the feats of strength here. Oh. Feldy is on a ward, though, so it's going to be... I don't think anything's going to come out of it, but Feldy is just going to back here. They're going to spot it, though, so I think Utenum's just gonna try to back here. Does pop the horse here, gets some move speed. Ooh, misses the ultimate, though. That doesn't feel good. Ultimate onto 2, though, from the Ezreal. Gonna get a lot of damage. Rooted onto Elves. Not much damage taken, though. And, yeah, just... Root comes down. Nothing much. I mean, there was an ultimate from... Elves used ultimate from the Ezreal as well as the Xin Zhao, but doesn't look like it's gonna come out to too much. They did get the flash out of Milio, but that was about it.
Yeah, the only thing they burned 3 ultis for a flash from Emilio and an ulti out of Emilio. Which, in my opinion, I don't even think Emilio needed to pop ulti. But
yeah, I think Rutenum just ulted on Rel a little too early. Tried to get that preemptive ult so they wasn't able to flash out, but did it a little too early, in which didn't even hit any of them until afterwards. So didn't get the pull, didn't get the stun either. So it definitely didn't feel good. Ooh, crash down here. Millie Q's going to hit. Does hit on the mustard, though. Doesn't get the Q for Ezreal. Is just going to have a lot of damage actually into Rudenum, right? That's half health already. Are they just going to keep pushing here? I don't think They will. Doesn't have the range, so just gonna part ways. Ezreal or Rel might back here, but
I think if
it
Rose,
feels safe.
I wouldn't feel safe with Ari coming down. They're gonna see Ari now. Pings come out on the Ari, so they're fine. But this Rel, man, all it takes is one solid good auto attack from Jinx, and if Ezreal doesn't block this rocket, it's just straight dead. But they're just gonna take the reset.
Yeah, looks like they might have an inkling of where Morgana is, right? Didn't see it in the fight. Look, Morgana is actually here. They do now spot Morgana. They are going to try to go for this Rift Herald here, trying to get the second stack of feats for Phoenix, and of course the first actual stack for Innerbots, right? Then all you need is the first turret. But if they are going to try to go for it, but it looks like both teams are just going to back and say, no, we'll let you take it, and we'll try to trade something elsewhere.
Yeah, but from the side of Interbots, we do see the Unending Spare come out through Cassante off that back, so maybe they're in a better position to contest this. I mean, Ornn's going the movement speed build. That's all I can really say about that one. He's got his symbiotic souls and ooh, what's
And the dead man's. Yeah.
Dead Man, yep, just slipping my tongue.
Yeah, usually don't see the only champion you might see that is, like Gangplank
Yeah.
sometimes because it's dead man's. But
Yeah. Okay.
oh, actually TP. Here comes a TP flank. Actually from the Cassandra here. Looks like they're gonna try to go for the drag here. They're gonna be spot out. Feldy does dodge, has to flash out, does get the stun on out. Is Zervaloid actually gonna get the ult off? Does actually get hits too. Here comes Storm trying to get in the backline. Isn't gonna do much. Is he gonna hit anyone though? Zervaloid is blinking health bars. Does get the charm on Zelda. Zelda's pretty low, but is he gonna cut flash out from Storm to try to get the kill? But isn't gonna actually get the kill. Ooh, ultimate comes out and isn't enough. Look at. Oh. Storm was just way too far forward. Gets Alves gets the shutdown, and they're blinking health bars. But there's actually blinking health bars on both sides. Feldy does get the dragon. Ooh, it looks like Regnum will die here. But here comes Jinx. Is he gonna get the resets? Here comes Flash in from Jinx. Not gonna get the kill on Surdy though. Here come the ultimate is not enough. Is he gonna get it? There's another one. That's a double kill for the Jinx, and that's a 2-0 and 2 Jinx. And I don't think you're gonna be complaining for that.
That was
yeah.
of the back and forth, but I feel like this trade, trying to force a trade back onto after the drag is stolen, you have an excited Jinx, you're not winning that fight.
Yeah, I think that was, as you saw, I think it was either Feldy. I think it was Feldy Feldy or Epic that still actually had a pretty good amount of health in that fight. So even though both teams looked like pretty blinking health bars, one of those two still had a pretty full health bar and was able to kind of use that to try to capitalize and get just enough to have that health advantage so that they can tank for the Jinx just enough to get that kill. But all Phoenix has to do is just go for this Rift Herald now, right? And that will be feats of strength over to Phoenix. But actually, I thought that was a channel over for Hexflash. I thought Rel was about to jump in there and send it, but looks like they're not going to. Just gonna help the Ezreal, mid lane and say, hey, we're just gonna farm.
Yep. And off the side of that fight, it went from 2 stacks on a Darksteel to 6. We have 6 stacks on this Darksteel.
Yeah,
I haven't seen much of this Morgana jungle out of Fildy, but does he usually go for the Magi's, or is this just for the early
yes,
game?
sometimes.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's Magi's every game if I remember correctly, but usually it's a Magi's a little later. And
Alright.
but the thing is, Feldy almost never dies on this Morgana, so that Darksteel is pretty good buy.
Yeah, it's pretty worth.
Feldy, I think, knows that. Ooh, here comes the ultimate. Another miss from the ultimate from Rel, right? Isn't able to get enough, and just it does use the ultimate from Ari, but I mean, that's not a bad trade because Ari ultimate's on a pretty short cooldown. Ooh, Zelda is just gonna kill Storm. Okay, that's a lot of damage from the Hui right there, just from the Luden, so that's not bad. Ooh, knock up from Might. Sorry, Zervaloid. Ultimate actually comes out from Might. He's trying to get the kill here on the Zervaloid. No one in the area. Feldy is running up, but I don't think it's going to do much. It's going to get just some damage here. Maybe is it going to jump in? Here actually comes the jump in. Alves is in the area here. Here comes Unstoppable. Here comes the Black Shield, though. On top of it, is going to get the ultimate here. Only a single knockup, though, because Zinzao did pop the ultimate. Ultimate also on the Feldy has that damage, or has the stun. Here comes the root as well, and that's another kill over to Phoenix. And here comes a TP top lane as well. But
Well, I can see why you don't like
Ooh.
Morgana now, because we got 10 stacks.
is just going to jump in. Isn't going to do enough, though. Yeah, that's the power of Feldy's Morgana. It works. It shouldn't work, but it works. And that is Zanya's already over to the Morgana as well. Now, while that was all happening, Zelda was able to get bot turret here, so that is another feat over to that is a fully complete feat over to Interbot, and all that is left is a single epic monster. No, actually, I stand corrected because the Rift Herald was taken by Phoenix. So Phoenix did get feats of strength here, and they will get the upgraded boots.
And with Jinx pushing in this wave, we're going to see the IE come out of Jinx. So this next fight is going to be very hard for the side of Interbots, because we're going to have IE Guntails off the Jinx.
Yep, there's the IE buy. Yeah, I think that Ezreal just does not have enough money for the completed Manamune, right? Is going to be able to stack this tier pretty quickly here. Just needs a single more Q to land to get that fully stacked one. But it's
Ooh, hold on, we're gonna see the Ornn upgrade come out of Jinx.
oh wait, there it is. There's the upgraded Jinx. So it's gonna be even stronger. Here comes Rift-Tailed mid lane. Ooh, stun onto, I think that is Rooting. Yes, it is. Looks like they're just gonna put it mid lane, get some damage onto the turret. Actually, we'll take the turret. And we'll kind of open up this mid lane, because bot lane, of course, has that problem of being open, all right? The Interbots were able to get that first turret. Bot lane has pushed that wave, but Zivvoid is in the area. Storm also has TP, so it looks like there might be a fight onto this dragon, but we'll have to see.
Yeah, we do see the True Sharp Barrage come out already. And not a lot of health has been traded, so I think it missed barely. So they're down a True Sharp Barrage.
Yeah,
they
this
have
is
all the important sums.
This is a 4. Here comes ultimate actually from Zervaloi. Zervaloi is coming in from the background. Isn't gonna knock up on the Alves. Alves might have to ult here, but it's just gonna die. Is gonna die maybe? Yeah, here comes the flash in for Zervaloi to get the kill. Look how long that root is from rooting him, and it's gonna die as well. It was ult used by Zelda to try to get any damage on the Zervaloi, but it's just not enough. Zervaloi does have the Hollow Radiance just for that extra, MR, and is just gonna be able to. And Phoenix is able to get this kill, or get 2 kills plus the dragon here. That pushes them to some point, and a 4K gold lead as well. Actually, almost a 5K gold lead.
Just about, yeah. Should take over to, yeah, it should take over the 5K gold lead with this Morgana going for a flank with Ezreal.
Striker jumped in, is going to try to do some damage. The Felda's in the area. Here comes the Charm, here comes the Root as well, and boom, pop goes the Ezreal. Actually, here comes a kill from Mustard as well onto Zelda, and just look at this, because of the stack, it's just going to get so much mid lane as well. I mean, I think this game is falling apart for Interbots.
Yeah, we're seeing kills come across the whole entire side of the map.
I mean, now all I see is Feldy just has to get the Medjais to get over 10 stacks on the Darksteel, and
I mean, I think on this back he can just get it, because he's sitting on 1,800 gold.
yeah, looks like, oh, nope, doesn't. I was gonna say that looks like Mustard might be roaming up top lane to get that turret, but looks like it's just gonna leave Zervaloid there to try to get as much gold as he can, get as tanky as he can. Right, he is sitting right now on. Ooh, he's sitting on about 900 gold, so isn't gonna be able to do much. Does have almost a 2K gold lead actually on that Cassante, so it's definitely gonna be, you're definitely gonna feel it, right? Even bot lane, there's a 2K gold lead already. It's like it's gonna be hard for Interbots to actually come back from this.
Oh, absolutely. But this is League of Legends. There is a Cassante and a Hui. Anything can happen with those two champions. All it takes is one big one.
We saw what happened in yesterday's game, right? Of Obsidian coming back from a pretty bad game state versus BLM, being down about 4K gold and still being able to come back in that game. So again, anything is possible, but I think this triple dragon here is definitely not going to feel that good with for Interbots, right? Because that is almost soul, and that's probably going to be soul over to Phoenix in about 3 minutes. But Otacon is up and alive, and it looks like both teams are going to be going for it, but Striker is kind of walking away from Otacon, so this might actually turn into a 4v5 here, and I don't know if Enderbots are going to like it. Here comes the ultimate actually from Zervaloid here to knocks up two. It's going to get the Hui. Hui goes down. Rudenum is trying to run away. It's probably going to get stunned from, has to flash out, but it's just going to get stunned. Actually, dodges really well, but the charm comes in, and that's another death. And that will be Otacon over to Phoenix. Alves is going to try to steal it, but I don't think he can, and just has to walk away. Mid turret might go over, but
I
don't.
mean,
Yeah, I think mid turret will go down, but with Voracious Otacon, I don't think gonna be complaining too much.
they could just look to go straight to Baron after.
Yeah, I mean with Zelda down, with Rutenum down, right? You're not gonna have that engage that you really want, and Elves can try to steal it, right? We saw the Echo steal last night, but I don't think that's possible with as easy, I should say, as is in Zao as it would be for an Echo, and there goes Blast Cone. So yeah, that's just going to be Baron over to Phoenix as well. And it's almost that's a 9K gold lead.
I mean that's just gotta add insult to injury for the side of Interbots. I mean, we're finally getting set onto 2 items on the side of Interbots, and we're already working on 3rd items on the side of Phoenix.
Yeah, actually, Xin Zhao doesn't even have his 2nd item yet. He's only sitting on that Stride Breaker, so he's definitely not feeling good. Looks like Jinx is going to be able to get this top turret here. Is just going to might get the 3rd item. I'm going to assume it's going to be Runan's. It is Runan's Hurricane, and that's going to be hurting a lot because, of course, you're going to have 3 rockets shooting out every time. As soon as she gets excited, it's going to hurt.
We're gonna see an item come in through this Morgana on her back. And it's gonna be the Cosmic Drive.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt. Actually, look. Yeah, that's gonna happen. And we're gonna see Ari should be backing pretty soon here for that 3rd item as well. I think it's. Oh, actually, here comes the ultimate from Zervaloid. The rail ult actually hits here, so isn't gonna be able to get the knockup. Alves is kind of low. Has to flash over the wall. Get out of the way. Storm does have ult though, so it's just gonna keep chasing. Isn't gonna get the charm though. Does not get the charm, but doesn't actually get the fear either. So Alves is gonna be pretty low. Might die here. Uses the ultimate. Does actually get the kill. Zervaloid actually catches the ultimate from Hui, so Ari won't go down there. Has to use the flash to get out of the Ezreal ultimate, and I mean it's a 1-for-0, but there was a flash used onto the side for Storm, but again, it's not feeling that good. And of course, you just have Jinx just pushing mid lane.
Yeah, and we do have the Kasance getting a singular tier 1 tower, which at this point they're just trying to get whatever they can get. I mean, they can't.
And Mustard's just gonna jump in. Might actually flash in for Zelda here. Ooh, ultimate does miss, but he's still gonna get the kill on the Mustard. Here comes the ultimate from Mighty. Just look at the damage though from the Jinx. Just another one. It's gonna be a triple kill here. A triple kill comes in. They're gonna go for the Quadra, but is the Penta available? I think they're gonna go for it. Xin Zhao is there. Are they going to? All Foley has to do is hit a single Q, and Jinx is going to get the kill here. Flash in from it. Is this going to be a pentakill already in game 1 here? Is it? Pentakill in game 1 for Phoenix, and that's the 2nd pentakill of Crusader. That, I mean, if you're Interbots,
That's gotta.
oh, and Storm is already doing it and put Penta easy there in all chat. So, ooh. I mean, it's gonna be that's a little more one-sided than I expected this first game to be.
Yeah, that's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt.
Yeah, that was again, that's 27k damage to the Jinx there, right? 9-0-4. Like I said earlier, I think that Mustard just does so well on Jinx, and they let the Jinx through. right? But even then, we have to also look at Feldy, right? That Morgana 3-0-13. People sleep on the Morgana, think that Feldy again is if Morgana's open, gonna pick it. It's gonna be interesting to see if Interbot is going to maybe ban the Jinx, ban the Morgana in this game too, because they're gonna have to change up this ban. Because if they don't, I think they're gonna get 2-0'd.
Yeah, I mean, not that Vision would have changed the outcome of this game, but this Milio had 92 Vision score. That is almost, I think, like 10 or 15 off of the whole entire side of Interbots. So might be might need to get some more words down.
Yeah, I think the ward situation, needing more vision, needing to know where that Ari is, because I think Shorm was able to rotate so effectively, right? Get those ultimates into again the bot lane, right? Into the Ezreal or into Hui, right? Going out of into Fog of War to come in. It's oppressing, right? It's so strong what that Ari can do as soon as it hits a single charm plus a Q, right? And as soon as you have Feldy to come up with the Morgana Q, right? You're just not moving at all. So there's going to have to be a change in draft and bans for the side of Interbots to be able to come back.
Yeah, I think it's just a angle of can uh Interbots find their identity game too, or is it going to be a 2-0?
Yeah, I think Interbots should be able to change some stuff though. In my opinion, I think banning Morgana is a really good good one. I know Jinx did really well, right? But Jinx was really good because of the setups that Morgana could do. You ban out the Morgana, put Feldy on something maybe less comfortable because the amount of Morgana wins that Feldy's been able to pull out and just me casting in for the last 3 weeks, that's 5 Morgana wins over to Feldy. I'm surprised, but none of these teams think that hey, we should probably ban the champ that he's won every single time on. But I guess they think that they have that counter right, trying to bring out that Zin's out and maybe jump in, still get those hits in even with Black Shield, right? Might not get the knockout from the third hit, but still able to jump in, get the damage, and kind of block away with the Zenzel ultimate, but it just didn't work out in this case.
Yeah. This Morgana, man. We didn't see the we didn't see the Dark Steel turn to Magi's, so that's I'm taking that as a win. I'm taking that as a win. Taking that as a win for Interbots. We did not see the Magi's get completed.
Yeah, because I think that would have been pretty strong here. Now we're going to wait for hopefully teams will get in their orders. It looks like Interbots will be taking blue side first, blue side for this next game. So it's going to be interesting to see again how they're going to change their drafts. Will they and go for the will they go for we'll maybe prioritize again. We they don't have to ban the Skarner out, right? Skarner will be on the table. Do they want to pick up the Mel? Do they want to maybe even steal that Jinx over as well? It's gonna be interesting. Hopefully, we'll see some good fights. Maybe hopefully we'll see a game 3, right? Really push Phoenix to that edge. Make them make them struggle a little, right? Going undefeated into playoffs is good, right? It feels good, but you won't have the experience, and that's one thing that they have to really feel. They got to feel the pressure here.
You do see the Iron ban come through again. I think it's going to be a repeat bans from Phoenix. They don't really have to change bans.
hmm Here's the Rumble ban, right? Just like last time. Are they gonna ban the Kindred out here? I think they should definitely sub in the Morgana ban for the Kindred. I don't think you really need that Kindred ban as much, um, but gonna be the Skarner ban actually, I'm surprised they don't actually want to play Skarner again. Skarner's been pretty oppressive. I think Skarner usually is just a free red side ban or a free blue side ban because red side almost always has to ban it if someone is able to play Skarner, right? But it looks like they're like, hey, we're not that good. We're not good enough to pilot Skarner at that top level, and we're just gonna say we don't want to see Feldy on that Skarner, even if there is Morgana up. So we're just going to ban it out. And but there comes the Kindred ban, and all I'm seeing is this is another Morgana angle. Morgana's not banned, unless Interbots want to pilot the Morgana, which I don't know if Alves can actually do it. I don't see any Morgana games on their side, and I don't see any Morgana games for Rutenum either. So
I think they have to. The Jinx ban does come out, so we're not gonna see Jinx B1. So maybe they take the Morgana, or they just say, you know what, have Morgana. We're just gonna draft a whole comp to say we don't like the Morgana.
but that's risky, right? Because as soon as you do that, now you're open. Because now if you focus on a single champion, you still have the Phoenix will have 4 other picks to try to counter that exact team, right? So it's gonna be interesting to see. But it looks like an Aphelios first pick actually for Interbots. Like the Aphelios buffs have not come out just yet. Again, that's gonna be in the next patch 15.5. But it's gonna be it's just interesting to see how Striker pilots this Aphelios. I have not personally seen his Aphelios, so I do not know how good it is. But it looks like that's just gonna come out, and ooh, we're gonna see the Twitch actually for Mustard.
Yeah, I mean, looking at Striker's match history on the Aphelios, it's a little rough. It's a little rough, but maybe he's learned some of his mistakes from solo queue and ranks flex.
Mm-hmm. Now there looks like they are not gonna pick that support, right? They're just gonna pick this Ari back for Storm. Storm again had a pretty good showing on the Ari. Hit about 50-50 on the charms, which if you're in R, you're not going to be complaining too much. But actually, the Nautilus comes in for Rudenum, and that's not a bad pick, right? Being able to ult the Twitch, ult the Ari, because even if she dashes, she'll still get hit, right? Being able to get the Q auto attack right for the root, so that's not a bad pick here. And of course, now you do have a frontliner as well.
Yeah, on the side of Phoenix, they don't have to lock this Morgana till this last pick because they don't care. But the Vi is coming in, so if they do go Morgana, Vi could just they're just gonna go the
Yeah,
Morgana.
yeah. There was literally
There's no
nothing else to pick there. That was the most obvious pick there. Leaves it open. And what's worse is that you picked Vi. All you have to do is whoever Vi holds, you put a black shield and you don't get the stun. You put the black shield on Nautilus ultimate, you don't get the knockup. This
yeah.
is a perfect game for Morgana. Morgana is really good counter into these two champions, and they just let it through again.
Yeah. I mean, like even the pick that I was gonna about to suggest is the Mel. It gets banned on the side of from the side of Phoenix, so like they have nothing. They can't even block any of the charms or the Morgana binding. It's just I don't I don't know what the draft is looking like for Interbots. I mean, some they could maybe pull something crazy out of last 2 picks.
I mean, they're gonna probably want an AP mid laner, right? Maybe pull out the Syndra. Trying to maybe get the stuns onto the Twitch, right? Try to stun the Twitch ult, make him disappear, right? Maybe the Malzahar, Cassiopeia, something like that. Again, you definitely want a good high damage AP mid laner, right? Because you have the vibe, but that's really that's just gonna be jumping in pretty quick. The Aphelios is depending on, of course, what gun he has. He might want to poke. He might want to just send it right if he has a Chakrams
You're gonna see a
or
Lulu
the or any other 4 weapons. I remember Chakram, that's about it. Or Gravitum. I know Gravitum. 2 weapons I know of FLIOS. I'm an ADC main. I still can't play it. But it's gonna be the Lulu ban. For IB or for Interbots doesn't want to get that Twitch Lulu, but Tarek. I would have suggested the Yumi. I know that's a really troll pick, right? But Twitch Yumi, it's always annoying, but it looks like they are just gonna go Twitch Tarek. You can have that invisible Twitch walk up, be able to surprise them with a stun so that you can get the ultimate down or the passive down, whatever you need to be doing, sneaking up to whoever it is on the team, depending on who is unfortunate enough to feel the wrath of a Twitch.
Yeah, I also would have been a fan of the cat and the rat, but I would have been really fun
Mm-hmm.
to make calls on cat and the rat showing up. We're just
Cat and the
resilient.
Rat knows a lot about that. Ugh, a zillion mid lane pick. Is this Bjergsen playing here? I mean, this is an interesting pick, right? If you can get the bombs, that's not too bad, right? Speed up this Aphelios to get out, speed up the Nautilus to go in, speed up the Vi to go in, right? So the speed buffs are not they feel too bad, right? Being able to put the ultimate on the Vi, ultimate on the Aphelios, if the Ari does jump in, if the Twitch does, have the ultimate. So it's not too bad. Okay, now this is unexpected. Zillion top lane?
Maybe
I
it's maybe it's Nautilus top.
then Zillion support. I don't think that Nautilus top is that good. He doesn't have enough damage.
Might of Noxus has games on it. It's gonna be the Nautilus top.
Oh my! I mean that's gonna be a fun game to watch. This is League of Legends, everyone. We want to see these cool picks, and Nautilus top lane is gonna be really fun to see. And Vladimir is the answer actually into this Nautilus top lane. I mean, it's not bad, right? Being able to speed up the Aphelios to jump onto the Twitch, being able to speed up the Oriana, right? I mean, you get a good Nautilus, or you all you have to do is just put the Oriana ball on the Vi. Vi jumps into 5, Oriana ball, and poof, Phoenix can't disappear. But it's all gonna see on just how good the execution is gonna be. Because I mean, if I don't look at that certain jungler on the Phoenix side, I mean, this looks like a fun game to watch.
Yeah, I mean, on the side, but listen, this Nautilus top, it's got some good value from the side of Might of Noxus. He does have a 60, where is it? An 83% win rate.
And
83% win
83%.
rate. It's only 6 games, but he's getting an average of 197 CS. That's listen, as Nautilus top, that's fine. That's fine because he doesn't need the CS. He's just gonna go for the core build of Cosmic Drive, the Andres, and then Bloodletter's Curse, and he's gonna obviously take advantage of the Synchronized Souls.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna. We will see the adaptation out of him if he decides to take the Arcane Comment or not. I'm sure he's just gonna take the Arcane Comment. I think
Yep,
that's
but
fine to take.
it is now confirmed that now Might of Noxus did pick Nautilus top, so it's going to be Nautilus into Vladimir. I mean, I would think that Vladimir would do pretty good into this, right? You just go untargetable whenever Nautilus tries to ult you, right? Cancel the ultimate, cancel the Q, right? If he tries to jump in and just be able to kind of poke him out, right? Your range, you can just kind of poke out from behind minions. Nautilus can't really do much. I mean, he has a shield, but he uses a good bit of mana to use it. So I mean, I think this mid matchup is going to be really interesting, though. This Ari into Oriana, who's going to be able to poke the other person out more?
Yeah, I think out of the side of man, I really want to go for Interbots here. They have a Vine or Oriana. Even if they do Black Shield one unit, if that Oriana positions that ball correctly on the Vi, it can still result in a pretty good ultimate. Although we are lacking on some very good follow-up damage on the side of Interbots besides the few. So if they're gonna take a fight, they have to have an Infernum based off the Oriana ulti. They have to have these perfect things. They have to have them. I mean, like, obviously, if Vi and Oriana and Zillion can all get their ultis working together, should be fine. But if not, it's just might might just be we have too many buttons to press and not enough hands.
Now, I will say though, there is a Taric, right? So I think Taric, all Morgana has to do is this kind of is a protect the president, right? You have the Morgana Black Seal to put on the Twitch to save him for that 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 crucial moment in which Taric can put that ultimate down. He goes invincible and then just starts deleting Interbots with that Twitch ult. So it's gonna be interesting to see. Is Mustard gonna be able to carry this game again? Is Feldy gonna be able to keep that insane win rate on that Morgana jungle, or is Interbots gonna be able to bring this to game 3 with this unconventional Nautilus top lane and Zillion support? So, with that, we will throw it to break, and we will see you guys on the Rift.
I never see the lights out. They get me overdrive. Fancy on a fast car. This is how you make me feel. Don't stress me now. I got the overdose. I'm feeling it in my bones. And if you say that I'm lying to you, these habits are killing me. I wish I could fall asleep. The problem is you. Oh, I got the overdose.
And we are back for game 2 of the Civil War between Phoenix and Interbots. Looks like it's just gonna be a normal 5-point. However, this looks to be just a 5-man mid lane for Interbots. Gonna have little ARAM action here. It looks like they are just gonna disperse and do an invade, I guess. I was gonna see if they wanted to do a 3 or a 5-point there, but it doesn't look like they're going to. Ooh, Storm is spotted here. There's gonna be some damage there. Doesn't look like it's gonna be too much, and looks like, are they going to try and steal this? Doesn't look like it. Owls is just gonna be walking back. Just gonna get some vision here. Might is just sitting there trying to see if they can maybe get a pick under this Vladimir if they want to walk up. If LD walked up a little too far, but they will know that Feldy is going to be starting this either Raptors. I'm assuming Raptors, at least for the positioning, but it could be red buff here, but we'll have to see. Oh, it is Raptors. Ooh, doesn't actually get the hit there. Bomb is on to Epic. A little damage, but nothing too much for right now. I mean, Aspect, how do you think this game is gonna go?
I mean, I feel like it's just I as much as it feels, I feel like it's just gonna go towards the side of Phoenix. I mean, I'm hoping it doesn't, but also like the point of not locking this Nautilus top is to be able to just be able to poke in lane and be able to just to stay in the lane. But into a Vladimir, you can't outpoke a Vladimir because of the pool, and you can't sustain because Vlad's the sustain guy. So kind of just I might honestly just die topside if he misses a hook.
Mm-hmm. Now, there is actually a lot of poke actually on the Mustard here, right? You saw the bomb plus the physics. Ooh, that Q almost looked like it hit Zervoid, but it doesn't look like it connects. And yeah, I can see Mike's just low, right? That's just the power of Vladimir having that range, having that poke and sustain, right? But Mike's just not able to do anything on this Nautilus. I mean, it's just a very unfortunate pick lane. Really good flex, right? But ooh, actually stun on the Rotom. Just get another bomb here. Actually, a lot of damage from Striker to try to get it. Oh, actually, hook into turret here. Zervoid is gonna take a single turret shot, but with the pool is able to walk out. Flash is available for Zervoid if he wants to kind of get that little damage there onto Might. He is low there, and like I said, there's the flash in. The shield comes out, and it looks like Nautilus is just gonna back, and actually that might.
I don't think he gets the back off. I don't think he
Ooh,
gets it
actually,
off.
Ooh, Ghost comes in to get it, and there's just first blood with no repercussion, right? It does use the flash and the Ghost, but nothing actually used for Nautilus, so it's not going to be. You lose first blood, but you don't lose too much, right? Ooh, stun actually from Rotom to get onto Feldy. We do have Owls in the area. Owls can Q here if one of them walks, or if Feldy walked up too far forward, but looks like not going to happen, and they're just going to back out and go right back into lanes.
Yeah, I mean, what can I say? It's what's happening topside is gonna be probably about it's gonna stay the same as part of the game. I mean, both sides starting the Darksteel, only one side actually getting stacks on it, and also getting a back into Ionian boots.
Oh wow, already, yeah, that's the power of first blood, right? Hey, getting that gold here. Ooh, actually some damage from Striker onto Mustard. The bomb does miss there, so not going to be able to get that. It's really low on mana for Runum, so maybe a single bomb can be used here, so gonna have to use that sparingly. Mustard does have the pot, right, so it does heal up. Actually, another bomb comes out. Looks like speed up will be used here. Another bomb doesn't actually hit Mustard, so they're just gonna try to take the rest of this wave here. Because I mean, this is already 10. Ooh, stun on the Rotom. I don't think anything's gonna come out of it. Mustard's just gonna put down the E. So,
Security topside.
ooh, and there's the power of Vladimir. Like the hook comes out. No, it doesn't. Another bomb onto Mustard. Nothing comes out of again. Just the poke of this bot lane. It's definitely gonna be annoying for Phoenix, right? Having to deal with the AOE that. Ooh, Noxus. Ooh, oh, that hook went through Zervaloid. I want to call a little riot right there, but Zervaloid
Yeah,
does touch out.
I'm sure Riot is going to answer your call about a hook over all the drama that's going on right now.
I mean, what's more even surprising is I'm surprised that it missed because usually Nautilus hook hits
Oh,
everything.
100%. Oh,
So Riot might respond because it's supposed to hit everything. Supposed to hit everything in lane, so they made it so it missed. I mean, they got to fix that.
He missed another one.
Ooh, is it gonna get the little damage right there? Yep. Only still shield though, so it does get the heal, but no damage actually done onto the Nautilus. But Grubs are up though, same as Dragon. So we see if any of these teams, what these teams are gonna prioritize. I think that having having Grubs. Ooh,
I feel like Grub should be the play for the side of Phoenix.
yeah, having. Ooh, Root Gnome is stunned up. There's the Black Shield power. It just doesn't actually get stunned here. But looks like Dragon is just gonna go over. Ramen does spot him, but I don't think anything's gonna happen. It looks like Morgana is just gonna be walking up for these grubs here. Just Zervaloid's just gonna take this wave, probably rotate over, and or not. I guess it's just gonna hit turret right and get as much damage as he can. Actually onto Noxus here, but funny enough, and is gonna be any more damage here? Whoa, a lot more. I that's the power of Vladimir, I guess. But that's just gonna be grubs over, and that's gonna be a stack of feet for each on the epic monster counter.
Yeah. I mean, this is exactly how it went. I think last game, the side of Phoenix got first set of grubs and got the first dragon.
Ooh, actually a lot of damage from Striker here. Could use the ultimate. It doesn't actually spot Mustard though. He's missing. He is invisible, but I don't think anything's going to come out of it. Ooh, actually, Old can come in here. Zervoid is low. Actually, is going to get the kill. Old comes in onto Mustard here from it, but there is a kill onto Owls? What?
It's just falling on the side of the map.
Yeah, and that's feats over. That's feats over to Phoenix, but ooh, and they missed all of the chakrams as well. That's unfortunate. That was a lot of damage. Could have been dealt onto Mustard or Epic, right? But doesn't get the chakram. Does lose the chakram stacks, and that hurts because I mean that's ultimate gone for Aphelios. I mean, it is possible for some more because Mustard does have ultimate. So if Tarek does go for an ult here, right, be able to jump on to here comes the ultimate. So Mustard's gonna just send it here most likely. Yeah, here comes ultimate from Mustard, but just not in range here. Is gonna actually get the kill. Shakrams are getting stacked under Striker though. Is gonna miss it though. Is it gonna be able to flash out from the Aphelios to not die? And yeah, I mean that's a kill for the Aphelios. And I mean,
Yeah,
a
and
little annoying, but it's not bad.
Felix gets the Felix gets the back with how much of gold is he backing with? Second with 1600. That should be okay. He's just gonna end up picking up the pickaxe and the cloak. Got a control ward too. That's not bad. I'm wondering when does the Zillion? I'm sure Zillion goes in and gets the yeah, there it is. The control ward and the
I think I was just
sweeper.
waiting for the gold to pile up just enough.
Yep.
Oh, but look at the Nautilus though. I think not is Nautilus just trying to proxy the wave or trying to execute? I can't tell from this here. No, just trying to
think
go
he's
for the
trying to.
execute.
I think he's trying to go for the execute. I'm sure he knew Storm was gonna come up eventually. I mean,
No,
unless he's
he's
the
still
back off
back.
our souls, he does have TP to get back. Should be fine. I
I mean,
mean,
that would
that's.
waste some time, but I mean that wasn't bad at all.
I mean, out of the side of
Ooh. Actually,
Noxus,
Owls is here though. I think
yeah.
Ramen might be dead. Does get the stun, but I think here comes is the ultimate gonna come through from Owls onto Epic? Doesn't look like it's gonna happen. So just waste the flash from Ramen, right?
Raiding a mid coming up.
Does get the hook on his Overlord, but of course there's the heal, so it's nothing too bad for his Overlord, and he's gonna walk out. Ooh, misses the charm. Ultimate actually comes in from Zelda. Does get a lot of damage actually from Storm. Might actually die here. Is it to get more? As soon as a single Q from Zelda is gonna come in and they're gonna get the kill onto Ari, and I mean, gold's pretty even. Doesn't look like let's see. Owls is trying to steal the jungle, doesn't actually get anything out of it. No jungles in the area, but I mean, the only place that Phoenix is winning is top lane by 1,200 gold already. That's not going to be feeling good at all.
Yeah. I mean, maybe Nautilus can do something later. Maybe.
A fed Zillion is very scary, though, for anyone.
This Vladimir is very scary.
Okay,
All it takes is one full E into Rn. They're gonna lose their whole health bar because.
Ooh, Storm actually might die here. Here comes the ultimate actually from Owls, right? Does have to flash out Storm. Doesn't actually have ult though, so can't even get out. And Owls just gets another kill, and that's 2 kills onto, or 2 deaths, I should say, on Storm. I mean, that's good. You get a kill onto the Vi, you get a kill onto the Orianna, right? And you're putting Vi on the back foot. I mean, there's a 700 gold lead on the Orianna, so it's definitely going to be feeling pretty good. Mid lane does have the Ludens as well already built, so that's going to be even extra damage on every Q that she does.
Yeah, there's no TP on the Arya, so they just have to give up these grubs because they can't even contest. They're just gonna trade for the
Zerglord actually
dragon.
might be dead here. I think here comes the ultimate as well. Ooh, channel as well. Is going to use the flash and the ghost to get out of here. Does get out, use the ultimate as well, but at least he lives and doesn't actually give over the shutdown here. Grubs did go over 2 inner bots, so they will get another stack of feats, but it looks like there's just going to be a trade for Dragon bot lane, so
Yeah,
it's
both
going to be
sides.
evened out again.
Both sides have 1 dragon and 1 set of void grubs. So we're sitting at 2 and 2 as it stands for the feats, but we do need to see the side of the Intrabots to pick up a turret, which I think Vladimir might get the turret over Nautilus sooner than anybody else get their turrets.
And
we're gonna see a little bit of a proxy coming in, maybe.
yeah, it might. Yeah, it looks like. I mean, it's not too bad. I think that. I don't. I mean, Medjai's does come out for Zervaloid, right? But the thing is can Zervaloid get there in time to actually get a kill? Looks like Nox might just, yeah, just gonna try to execute here. Doesn't actually have TP, so it's gonna be a little while down the lane. But there is a wave there, so and there is no wave for Zervaloid to actually push, so should be fine. I don't think it's gonna lose too much here. And Rundum's trying to get in. Ooh, doesn't get the stun, so isn't gonna not much is gonna come out of it. Ooh. Some poke there. Does actually get the stun onto Mustard. Does actually get another bomb as well. That's a lot of damage on the Mustard now, but he's getting a little shaky right there.
Yeah, we do have both sides of these 80 carries do have a collector first item. So if one of them is low, they're most likely dead. We're gonna see Felody probably just come outside to hover this to make sure that Vi doesn't go and get them killed.
The Storm is trying to keep him in check right now. Mid lane does spot the Orianna right in kind of that jungle area. Ooh. Striker does have ultimate as well. Stun doesn't actually come through as well. The stun comes in onto Mustard. I think the ult's going to come in and probably going to get the kill here. Actually, the barrier actually comes in pretty good. Felody's in the area. Is going to root up Owls, but that shield is going to come in. Flash actually over the wall here to get it. Owls might actually be dead here. And no, that's just going to be the Zillion ultimate. But I think this is going to be a kill back. Yeah, there's 1 kill over to Phoenix, another kill over to Phoenix as well. That's a double kill for Storm. Going to get him back in the game. Zervaloid is pretty low here. Flash in from Might, but look at the healing from Zervaloid, and he's almost back to full health, or almost has more health than Might. And that fight definitely did get Phoenix back into this game. They actually now have a slight gold lead, right? And I mean, that's the power of the Morgana. Even though Owls did jump in, was really close to killing Mustard, having that Morgana Q to save Mustard to just get those last couple hits down definitely helps.
I'm not 100% sure on if it was Schoolbound, but did he not have the ability to Q Infernum Q?
I don't think so.
Okay, because I'm like, if he Infernum Q's here, that Twitch was insta dead, and they don't have to go for that play where it results in the Zillion ulti being used and the Vi still dying, and the Zillion dying.
I think it was used on Twitch right before the Aphelios ult came through.
Gotcha.
Because it was Q from whatever long. Oh, actually Charm actually under the Zillion here, so stops that second one. Ooh, Storm has to use the ultimate here. This is gonna be fine though. It's just gonna walk off. And looks like
this Vi's gonna be here.
Ooh, does get spotted here. Storm does have another ultimate. Is he gonna get the charm though? Doesn't actually get it off, and Alves is just gonna get a free kill and walk it off. But that will be a Rift Herald traded in response, and that could be top turret as well, assuming that Morgana and Twitch do rotate top lane here, try to get this turret, but might just try to look for giving it all to Zervaloid, and with that,
That's feats over for them.
That's fully feat because they did get the first. Well, they didn't get first turret. First turret did actually go over to the Aphelios spot lane. They do get the first course, the first 3 kills, and they just got the first 3 epic monsters. So it's gonna feel pretty good if you are Phoenix, right? Getting feats last game, getting feats this game as well. getting those upgraded boots for Zervaloid to dish out even more damage, getting the upgraded Berserker Greaves right for Mustard to get again more damage in. It's definitely gonna help Phoenix
Yeah,
kind of.
What I want to point out here is that this tier out of Nautilus is coming in very late. Just now buying it at 17 minutes, so could be a little late on it.
But that definitely hurts right there. Rift Herald is not actually useful here. Doesn't do much. Isn't able to capitalize on anything. So it's just gonna have to walk it off. Ooh, Epic's actually kind of coming in, trying to stun Striker. Striker does get the stun off, but isn't gonna be nuts. Actually, hook onto Feldy here. A lot of damage done. That's the power of AP Nautilus right there. Does have Ludens already, but sorry, not Ludens. Sorry, Leandries. But looks like nothing's gonna come out of it. They do see Mustard even though he's invisible, because Ezra got the ward there. But I mean, I think that's second dragon over to Phoenix. It's. I want to see here. Well, I'm just gonna kind of walk here. Gonna get a lot of damage actually. And Owls is in the pit though. Is it gonna do much? Here comes the ultimate onto Feldy here, trying to kill Feldy beforehand. Feldy does get the dragon and does kill Vi though, so there is not a steal there. Ooh, Storm, you are playing with fire there. And they will spot it, but it looks like just gonna be running away. Use the ultimate to get the blast cone. Ultimate gets away. Doesn't actually die from the Orianna, because that would have definitely not felt good. Doesn't have the shutdown, but man, I mean, if you look at on the bottom right there, whoa, Morgana's still deathless. Who would have guessed?
Yeah. I mean, ooh.
I mean, not as ahead as they were in game one, right? They're actually behind in gold as of right now. Morgana only has 3 stacks and not 10, but
That is true.
so I mean, if you're in you're feeling a little better.
Yeah, but if we want to add stacks of them together, they do have 9. They do have 9. They have 6 on the Magi's, the Vladimir, and the 3 on the Morgana. So technically, we just need one more. We need one more. We're there.
But last game didn't Storm also have Dark Seal as well, so they actually had double there as well.
Yeah, I guess so.
The Storm had it last game.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure this side of his team is glad that he doesn't have it this game, because every time he gets 1 kill, he seems to trade back another. So not gonna get any value out of it.
This Dark Steel definitely hurts Nautilus, because that Dark Steel is still zero stacks right there. Ooh, Mustard's actually gonna ult onto Frutinum. Striker has to cleanse out, flash out as well to get out. Ult only used here. Flash did get used by Epic to try to get something, but not gonna do much. And I mean, Otacon is up, but it doesn't look like they're gonna play for it. They're just kind of keeping this bot pretty safe here. I think they're trying to just go for a steal, or trying to go for a little. Oop! They might actually have caught out. Alves here has to flash out. Ultimate used by Aphelios. The ult does come down from TP actually in from Might. Ult comes in from Epic, but look at them. They're just unkillable. Storm's in the backline. Isn't gonna hit though. Zervaloid's actually here, gonna hit. Oh, the hook comes in from Might, gonna get it, but there comes a shutdown actually onto the Aphelios. Here comes Might. Is Might gonna die to the turret? Is Zervaloid actually gonna die to turret? Nope. Goes invincible. Mustard actually tanks 1 turret. Kills Zillion, just turning around and saying poof, and all that's left is Zelda. So, I mean, I think that's mid turret, and that goes straight into Otacon. Epic, I don't know if you want to walk up there, buddy. He's actually really low here. I don't think his shield is going to do much. Charm actually comes in onto Zelda, and poof, again another disappearing act done by that Ahri. And well, look at that. Look at the stacks. He's almost at 8 now.
Yeah, he is. But what the most important part about is that this Twitch now has IE Collector. The Vladimir is sitting on 14 stacks of that Magi's, and I don't think he's ever gonna lose them. I mean, like at this point in the game, like the Nautilus, somebody has to match him in a side lane. He doesn't have TP, but every single time they're taking these fights, they have the Tark ulti to save as much time as soon as that TP is burned from Noxus. they just pop the Herrick ulti and it buys enough time for the Vladimir to get there.
Yeah. And this Nautilus being 0-4 and it definitely hurts, right? Great kind of pick from Mike to try to say, hey, like I can do some, I can bring something out unconventional. Ooh, actually Charm comes into Alves, does miss the Q though, so only a little damage done. Rudenum's in the area, trying to get anything he can. Ooh, misses the Q though. That's the benefit of the speed up. Does just run away here. Alves is actually gonna ult onto Storm here. A lot of damage actually done. Here comes the Zanya's onto Feldy. Feldy actually might die here. Actually, he's gonna lose the stacks. Alves is kind of very low, but he's just gonna be able to walk away. But I mean, that is bot turret over to Zervaloid, and is gonna
Top turret
steal
over
a
to Mike.
kill here. Zervaloid's in the area. Could I don't know. I don't think anything's gonna happen from this. Zelda's gonna do actually just a lot of damage to Zervaloid. Mustard does not have ultimate. Is gonna try to hit. Rutenum is gonna get a couple hits in, but doesn't have ultimate. Doesn't have, and Rutenum can just kind of run away here. Nothing too crazy.
Yeah, it was just a mild trade of turrets on the top side for bot side. So gold from that play is about average. It's about even.
The one kill over, I think that they gave over a 1K gold because it was a 4K earlier. Actually, Zervaloid, you're playing with fire here, buddy, and I think that's just gonna be gone. Look, there's actually a kill for the Nautilus.
Nautilus.
Paid a little.
Yeah, Dark
and-
Steel stacks.
And I mean, they had, what was it, 22 a minute ago, and now they are down to 7. Definitely does not feel good. Noxus might actually get caught out here if a Q comes in. Doesn't look like it's going to. So it's going to be 2-2 on Dragons here. It doesn't look like they're trying to do anything. I wonder if that's going to run up to this Onacon. We do have Storm here pushing out that bot lane. Going to try to have might go there and have to clear waves. So could see the Otacon movement, right? We see Orianna bot lane. We see we see Aphelios mid lane, but ooh, oh, actually great dodges there from the Zillion to get out, and everyone is pretty much here. Zelda actually back to get. Ooh, Charm actually out. Ultimate actually used. Oh, and it just disappears. That's the power of Electrocute, I guess. Ooh, Storm is actually playing with fire though. Alves is in the area. Ooh, misses the hook though from Might. Storm, you're also playing with fire. Might's still in that bush there. Could actually get the stays as well. Storm, you might actually be dead here. Here comes the ultimate from the Nautilus. Gets the knockup, but the ultimate comes in from Targ. Everyone is unstoppable here. Is not gonna get it. The Charm does hit the minion, so they do run away. So that's a lot of ultimates gone. That's 4 ultimates actually gone for the side of Phoenix, and only 2 ultimates used for
Yeah, with
Interbot.
Baron coming up, that's pretty huge for them.
Now, bot wave is going to be a little damage to turret. It's not going to do too much, though. Zervaloid just doesn't have enough damage right now, especially without the stacks on Medjai's. Is going to get spotted here. Going to see if is he going to die, though? No, doesn't look like it. Doesn't actually get the control ward, so that controller is going to live for another day. And I do say, though, there is no vision on either the Baron or the Otacon for the side of Phoenix, so definitely going to want to see some wards there if they are going to not get it stolen.
Yeah.
But I don't think they know where Alves is. I guess they can assume that he's pathing bot lane. There is a control ward down there, but they don't actually see him walking up now. Again, there's no wards in their jungle. There's a couple wards pretty much in the river, but they aren't going to spot anything. They spot Zelda taking the ward there, but that's it. And again, because there's no wards, again, there's one ward going to be spotted out, and I mean, this could be Otacon or Baron going over to Interbots if they want to send it.
Yeah, I mean, we have the Rabadons on top of the Vladimir, which needs to be focused on. The Fimbulwinter completed by Tarek. I can look for a fight here.
I mean, there's all 5 of them. It's a 5v3 now, a 5v4. Nautilus isn't actually in the area just yet, but doesn't look like it's going to be too much. Mustard's just going to try to push this wave. And I mean, this really is just going to be a standoff at Baron and Otacon. Nothing going to come out of here. Ooh, Rutenum is going to try to jump in, get some bombs in there, but it's not going to do too much. Zervaloid could be caught out here if he walks up too far, but it doesn't look like they're going to be playing it. Both teams playing it relatively safe here. Just
Yeah,
gonna
because
get
they
the
know if they
control
take
over.
one bad fight equals an Otacon and a Baron. They can't take
Yeah.
these fights.
Ooh, Ultimate actually comes out from Might onto this, not onto the Twitch. Isn't gonna do much though. Ooh, actually this could be a death. Nope, goes untargetable. So misses the very scary Oriana ultimate, right? Already having the, what is it, Shadow Flame? Yeah, the Shadow Flame there is going to do a lot of
Yeah.
damage, especially to Zervaloid. Now, Storm, it might actually die here if it gets a bad trade here, because not even though that is AP Nautilus, it's still pretty tanky. Nautilus is still
Yeah,
pretty tanky as a champion.
your W is really important. You waste your W in a fight, you're just down to die. But they do have the Andres and the they should be building towards the Fimble Winter as his third item.
Yeah, the ping came out for onto the Vladimir saying, "Hey, we don't know where the Vi is. We don't know where pretty much anyone is except the Oriana. So I'd say be careful. There are just no wards on this Onacon or the Baron for Phoenix. Looks like they just put down the Scryer's Bloom, or sorry, not the Scryer's Bloom. Sorry, the Farsight onto the Baron to see if they were doing it. Doesn't look like they are. Gonna try to get some more wards in it because again, they don't want a dark Otacon or a dark Baron in which Interbots can just steal it from right under their noses.
Yeah. Do you see the Runans on the Twitch? We like prize and focus on the RE. I mean, if you're on the side of the Phoenix, like if you're on the side of Phoenix, you can probably
Well,
get
actually,
away.
Ultimate comes in onto Ramen here. Doesn't actually do much though. Does have the Solaris, or sorry, yeah, the Filari, right? It has the locket, so it does have at least some magic. MR, so it isn't gonna do too much. So that is Oriana ult gone here. So it is a little weight off of Phoenix's back here. Looks like they are just gonna go for this dragon here. Try to go for the third dragon. But the problem is that could be Baron and that could be Onacon as well. It's a really risky trade here because now it's gonna be a 4v3 here, and without the jungler because Feldy is taking dragon. What can they do? Zervalid actually gonna jump right in there. Ghosts in. It might actually die. It does go untargetable. Has to run away. It's going to have to flash out as well. Zervalid does get the heal, though. So Baron has healed up a little. So Nautilus does come in, TP in from Storm as well. So they are going to get the Baron, but are they going to survive? Nautilus is full health, though, and are they going to do anything? Sneaky. Here comes the ultimate from Twitch. Actually gets a kill. First onto the Zelda goes down as well. Alv goes down as well. And is that just going to be an ace? Nope, Noxus is still alive mid lane, but that's a 4 for nothing. That's Otacon, and that could just be a push down mid lane.
Oh,
Man.
Man.
That was a great, I will say, that was a great Twitch ultimate right there, though, right? They were all stacked up. Twitch was able to come in, ultimate used by, actually, ultimate not even used by Tark. I don't even know if it was up in the fight there, but Twitch was able to survive. They had vision into that bush, ult onto 3 members, actually in that bush, was able to get the Aphelios down, and after that, just delete everyone else.
I think the big thing to take away for the side of Interbots is that they don't have the stacks on the side of Vladimir anymore. So if they want to make fights, they have to one-shot the Twitch and the RA. After that, if they do not one-shot both of those during these fights, they're gonna kick on them.
Ooh, Storm actually jumped in. Doesn't actually hit the charm. Oh, is it gonna actually get Retinum? Doesn't look like it's gonna do much. A lot of damage, but I don't know if they're gonna be able to capitalize on it. It's just gonna get back because of the Baron. Of course, the Baron buff right there has fast recall. It also has the Baron shoes as well. Actually, hook onto what is that? Epic? Yeah, but because has the Otacon buff, isn't gonna be too scary even if you go back to base, but still doesn't actually get killed. So is just gonna be backing, maybe. Epic's gonna back. No, I guess not. Just gonna stay here. Gonna keep Mustard safe here with the stuns, with the heals, with the shields.
Did you see the
And
one reminder come out of Aphelios?
I mean that's a great buy, right? Against a actually here it might actually be a kill on the might if they do anything. Here comes the ultimate onto Storm. Rutenum is in the area. Actually hook onto onto Storm here. Actually the ultimate, yeah, here comes the ultimate onto Ari. Is Ari going to be able to get out here? Zervaloid's just kind of stuck here. The root comes down. Another hook as well, so it's just not able to keep him out of the fight. Mustard is in the area though, so it's going to be can Zervaloid do anything? Goes untargetable. Feld is in the area as well. There goes down the Vi. Here comes the kill onto Rutenum as well, and looks like Mighty might actually go down. Nope, withdraw for Epic, has to go back into base. So I mean that's a 2 for 2, but the 2 kills for Inter only results. Actually, here comes Mustard on a Zelda. That's a lot of damage here. I think this is gonna be a kill. Yep, ult misses from the Orianna, right? Only onto some minions there. Welcome to what Vladimir could do. You want to ult me? Well, you can't even touch me.
Yeah. The worst part is this Orianna is not going to be on the map till like a minute before Dragon, so they can't even get the setup done that they want to get done. And out of the side, like out of the side of Phoenix, they do have the vision, so once they do decide to walk in, they will know exactly what will be there.
See, that's talking about a vision game. Look at this support vision for Epic, right? That's 93 vision already. 33 minutes in. I mean, it is a 6K gold lead right now. We did have actually Alves is actually going to be misplaced here. Does lose the Shadow Flame, but it's just going to still die. Not sorry, Shadow Flame, but the little Edge of Night passive right there, but doesn't matter. And that's a kill onto onto Owls, right? And that's going to be Dragon over because Vi spawns after the drag spawns. So I mean that's Soul, that is Soul going over to Phoenix, and I think this game is very quickly and might have already slipped out of Interbot's hands. Actually, here comes the fight here. Zervalite is pretty low, really slowed down actually. Epic is going to be slowed. Actually great ultimate onto the 2 members there, but isn't going to do much. Striker's actually really low. It does get the Zillion passive. Actually, look at Mustard trying to delete him in time, and it just does. A quadra kill for the Twitch. I don't think he can get another pentakill this game. I mean, a pentakill last game, a quadra kill this game. I thought Mustard was dead there, but no. Just shows up, rocks up saying, here comes the ultimate. I'm just going to delete everyone. But I think this is going to be a kill. I don't think a pentakill is going to be coming out. Yeah, it's only going to be a quadra. I mean, I think Zervaloid might actually die here. Does have the Zhonya's. Should be able to heal. Flash in. Both flashes actually used there. Very low. But
close.
I mean that is Soul.
That's Soul going. Yeah, that's still Soul. That's a very important Soul for the side of Phoenix to have.
Yeah, having that Ocean Soul onto Zervaloid, onto Mustard, right, is definitely going to help, especially when they get lower in the fight, especially after the Taric ultimate comes down. They're usually already low when the Taric ult comes down, so getting the free Ocean Soul passive, right, for the regen and everything is going to feel really great.
Yeah, not sure if it was done perfectly on purpose, if they knew ahead of time, but stacking 3 Ocean Soul drags and 1 Mountain Soul drag, that's perfect right there.
It looks like Alves is going to keep the Edge of Night passive there, isn't going to get hit by anything. Now, the thing is, we have to watch Mustard in these fights, right? He is 12, 3, and 7. That is very strong Twitch right there. 4-item Twitch, almost the 5th item. Probably going to be building... It's a BF sword. I mean, I Bloodthirster? Well, that little extra lifesteal could come in handy, right? Actually, here comes the ultimate down from Taric here. Probably going to try to get the kill on the Retinum. Retinum, sorry. Does go have the ultimate from the Zillion, so isn't going to do much. Here comes the Mustard, though, doing a lot of damage, but gets deleted by Zelda. Zelda has to flash out. Zervaloid is chasing, though. Alves does not have the ultimate, so can't do much. Here comes the hook in from Might. Might isn't going to be doing much, so he's just taking no damage, and, I mean, that's a 2 for 1, but
I mean,
he already did have to back.
I mean, they did get that Felix did get the bounty off of Twitch, but also die himself, and with him dying, that's an immediate 2 kills going over. They could just
Yeah, and
start the Baron.
Feldy is here, so I think that's just Baron over. I think Zervaloid's just gonna try to keep this Vi out of the pit, right? Doesn't have ult either yet, so could actually die if Zervaloid plays this just right. Is going to try, though. Ooh, does have Zanya's. Alves doesn't actually have the knockup. Is going to come in. Ultimate is going to be popped, though, from the Zillion. There's still a lot of damage. Only now goes down. Storm is trying to delete this might, but isn't going to do enough. Is going to be enough from Vi? No, it's not. Mustard is up as well. They're going to get a kill onto the Zillion as well. Are they going to actually kill Zelda, though? Actually, Zillion's still alive. Ooh, misses the ultimate. So isn't going to actually kill anyone for Zelda, and Zervaloid's just going to keep chasing Striker.
Yeah.
But Zervaloid will have to kind of back out. That Mortal Reminder is actually doing a lot right there. But I think that's Baron here. Mustard's here to kind of delete it, and I think that's Baron, and that's almost game, because that's going to be almost a 10k gold lead now for Phoenix.
Yeah, we can even maybe see the Magi's complete on the Morgana. Maybe we see it, or maybe they don't go for it. I would like to see the Magi's, honestly. Just two players with Magi's. What I do want to focus on here is that other than items, like the difference in vision between both these teams, it's absurd. Like this Targus has 112 vision score.
Yeah, but you also have to look at look at the jungle difference for. I mean, it's 47 to 14, right? For Interbots versus Phoenix, same as mid lane, right? That's 29 to 26. So actually, Storm's gonna kind of come in. Does pop the Edge of Night passive, but isn't gonna do much. Just ults out again. Ahri ult is on a pretty short cooldown here. Doesn't actually hit the red buff, so a little unfortunate there. Isn't gonna try to steal it away. Now, I am very interested for this Morgana right here. This Morgana build of Redemption. I guess you do want that little extra heal, right? Anything helps in this case, and they're just going to try to run it down mid lane and try to see if they can end here already. Ooh, actually, ult comes in from Mustard. Actually gets the kill on the Zillion, so there's no Zillion passive. That's a triple kill over to the Twitch here. Is this going to be a game 2 quad or pentakill as well? They're going to try. Here comes the ultimate from the no pentakill. Looks like it is going to be stolen by the Ahri, and that's just going to be game at pretty much 40 minutes here for Phoenix, and that's a 2-0, and they will continue to be undefeated at 6-0 in the Crusader League.
All right.
That's.
I mean, like, it's gotta hurt for the side of Interbots, but I mean, they still had a relatively good showing early. They just need to work on that late game. Maybe Nautilus pop in with Vladimir open. Maybe they didn't know if the top laner can play it, but might to be something that is, if they want to play this Nautilus top, that has to be factors in every time.
Because again, I think that Nautilus would have been a great pick if it wasn't into the Vladimir, wasn't able to get the hooks right, because Zervaloid was so close to dying so many times under turret, but was able to go, untargetable, dash away, or kind of flash ghost away from the tower shots, survive. But Mustard here, I mean, this really was predict the president. The ultimates from Epic, right, to save Mustard, the charms and stuns that Morgana was able to provide so that Twitch could ult in. I mean, that was just so much damage. I mean, that's 46k damage here. I mean, that's a little less than I would expect from almost a 40-minute game, but that's still the most damage in the game, and it was definitely shown, especially in the later half of the game.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just I have to you have to feel for the side of Interbots as well. Like they kept trying even whenever they were down. They didn't give up. They still tried to fight these fights even if knew they were going to lose it or behind massively. They didn't just give up, which you got to give them some respect for that one.
I mean, they had it in their hands. The gold was pretty close. To see if I can I'm not able to see the goal difference here, but that was a very close game, right? In that beginning, Interbotch did go up, had that gold lead, but again, it just fell through their hands. This Twitch got online with the shutdown. They just were not able to kill Zervaloid enough, right? Only having one death on Zervaloid and Morgana as well. Two deaths on this Taric, kind of saving everyone, and it just wasn't enough to bring this game to a game three.
Yeah, I mean, would have been nice to see a game three, but this mustard just keeps just carrying these games. Like even if Storm goes ahead and gets himself caught out, the mustard and Servaloid just make a trade topside. Every single time there was a trade on the opposite side, they were just making the right call on the side of Phoenix, just trading for something somewhere else. This Vladimir became a problem very early, and then the Vi just could not help the Nautilus, and Nautilus could not scale hard enough to get out of this game. He tried to get the Abyssal Mask, but it just didn't matter. The Urana wasn't enough ahead for that item to fully matter.
Yeah. Now we did see, of course, Twitch go pop a couple times, right? When he wasn't able to get the Taric ultimate on top of him, or we saw the Oriana doing actually a lot of burst damage, right? Deleting the RE, deleting the Twitch on multiple occasions, right? With that ultimate. We also saw Striker with the Aphelios able to delete the Twitch in that second to last fight, but it just wasn't enough in the end to try to capitalize, because even if you kill the Twitch, again, Zervaloid was just so strong. Same for Storm and Morgana, right? They were just able to dish out the damage as well. That's the thing of it is risky, right? When you only have a single front line and you go kind of four other damage dealers, you have the damage, but if if you die too quickly, you're not going to be able to dish it out. But if you're able to survive long enough, you can delete everyone on the enemy team.
Yeah, I mean both these teams, they both play really well, but Phoenix, I'm hoping that their next match they don't play 3 AP on their next game days, because they're starting to just rack up these seemingly easy wins because MR is just not bought very often in normal people's kits, so they're just getting away with so much free damage out of these AP users. And even if they do build the AP, they have single AD champions out of the Twitch and the Jinx.
Yeah, I think that people keep letting this Morgana through, right? And it is questionable sometimes, right? I mean, having a vibe or picking Vi Nautilus with Morgana up, and you know that they do play Morgana, was a little troll there, right? I think that they could have thought about it. They would have probably known that there was going to be a Morgana if it wasn't banned. And then they picked champions that get countered with that Black Shield. So I think that Interbot really has to go back to the drawing board, see what can actually counter this Morgana, right? If they don't want to ban it, can is there a counter for it? Because again, even in this game, Morgana has died once in the last two games, right? This game had a 26 KDA. It is unstoppable, but they just have to figure out, do they ban that Kindred, or do they switch that ban out for the Morgana?
I think it's a hard choice either way. They don't really like the way that Phoenix has been drafting. It's just really hard to just decide what you want to take away, because if you're taking away this Morgana, they're just getting a free RE. You take away the RE, like they're just like, you have to take away these important things, but they just you have to let something else it through. Like
Hmm.
they banned all these junglers game one, and they let the Morgana through. They ban what were the bans? Hold on, I closed the draft pool, but they just kept letting this getting like this comp through. That's what Phoenix seems to be doing very well. They understand a comp that works, and they're just sticking to it. They can
Hmm.
trade out a couple of champions and just replug it back in.
Yeah. Well, with that win, Phoenix are now 6-0 in Sector 1, while Interboss are now 4-2, tied with Poison Panthers for that second place spot here in Sector 1. It is going to be we're gonna have to see if Phoenix is gonna stay undefeated. They will be playing next week Snow Reapers, who are currently 0-5, could be going 0-6 tonight, depending on how they try to bring back the game. Uh, Against, if I do a quick one, it looks like Snow Reapers will be playing. Today they play. If I can find them on the list, assumingly, where is Snow Reapers? Oh, they are playing Clown Gaming again. Looks like they play Clown Gaming today. So if they can get that win, they can attempt to keep their playoff dreams alive. But I think they're gonna go down to my. Maybe after watching this game, they'll know to actually ban the Morgana, right? Morgana, and now in the last 3 weeks is 6-0 for Feldy. So hopefully teams will switch up the drafts here. I think Interbots really did put pressure on Phoenix this game. So even though they did lose, it wasn't a clean win for Phoenix. So I think Interbots has some things to fix, but I think they will come strong. They will become strong in the playoff
Yeah.
bracket.
Yeah, I believe in the Reaper. I believe that they could honestly take a game off of Phoenix. Like our hardest matchup as OTL Obsidian being the actual only undefeated team, not dropping a single game. Our hardest matchup would have been dropping point Hellfire. That was our hardest one. They had not won a game. We didn't. We still ended up 2-0, but it was a very hard fought series for us. So I'm hoping that OSG Snow Reaper would do the same thing to NO Phoenix and maybe even or New Orleans Phoenix and even get the win over them.
Yeah, well, that's going to be it for us here on the caster deck for the Crusaders Week 6. Um, please join us tomorrow for the Wardens game of Team Death Knight Blue versus ID Ignite. Again, same time as always, 7 p.m. Central or 8 p.m. Eastern time. And with that, do you have anything else you want to say, Aspect?
No, I think it was a good showing. I think player of the match has got to go to who who
I think it's
does.
Mustard.
Yeah, I think it has to be Mustard. I mean,
While Feldy did good, I think that was almost a cheat code on the Morgana, and I think Mustard carried that Jinx did so much damage game 1, and of course game 2 also. A pentakill and a quadra kill get back to back, right? You can't go wrong.
yeah, I mean, I think least valuable player has to go to whoever stole the pentakill from him last game or this
Uh,
game.
a Storm.
Yep.
Storm did. Storm took the penta and got a double right there.
All right, Storm's getting an LVP.
Oh, with that, again, thank you everyone for coming and hanging out with us on the LXC, and we will see y'all tomorrow. See you guys.
See you guys.